Let me know in the comments below what your favorite Valentine's Day candy is. Anything with mint and chocolate, I'm here for it. York patties are probably one of my like top 5. I also really like Almond Joy, and
do you know how bad I want chocolate right now? So bad.
I got some mint chocolate over here. You got it, bub. You're stronger than us all. Here's my thing though. If you don't like York peppermint patties, you can't sit with us.
Because that vest was disgusting. You can't sit with us!
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my 3rd and final look for Valentine's Day. I've done 2 other looks on my channel, so if you haven't seen those, definitely check them out. But this is the look we're going to be creating today. If you guys like it, definitely keep on watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and start with my base makeup today. To prep the skin, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I have to admit, I've had a change of heart about this. At first, I did not like it at all, but now I really like it. I don't know, I think I was just applying too much, but it's really nice. I think it may make me break out, but usually when I wear it, I just exfoliate after, like the night after, and I'm good to go. See, it just adds a nice dewy radiance. It's a really good base for foundation. Just don't apply too much. If you just apply a little bit, it doesn't affect the wear of your makeup. For foundation, let's do the NYX Blur Tint again. I've been obsessed with this, and I feel like the combo of this, which is a more natural matte finish, with the e.l.f. Halo Glow is going to be chef's kiss. Just take a little bit of this because a little bit goes a long way. And I like to mix the 2 shades Vanilla and Fair. And I'm just distributing the product with my finger just to get it nice and spread out. And then I will take my sponge. I will take my brush and just pick up the excess and blend her up. My cat is like super frisky right now. Do any of you guys have like indoor-outdoor cats, and do you find that when they come back in from being outside in the wild, they're like, I don't know, it's like their natural wildness it becomes more apparent, it comes alive. They're like still in survival mode when they come back in. It takes them a while to readjust. She's like super frisky and nippy and this little psycho right now. Sophie, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing out there? Are you getting chased by a fox? Did you see your friends? You still juiced up on adrenaline, Sophie? I'm just taking a sponge from Real Techniques and pressing that into my skin just to soak up any excess product. Make sure it looks nice and smooth. Yeah, I like the combo of those two. The e.l.f. Halo Glow with the NYX Blur Tint is a good combo because this is super, super glowy. And of course, it's a little bit more natural matte. So together, it's like the perfect skin-like glowy but not too glowy, blurred but not too blurred finish, you know? For concealer, let's go in with the Catrice True Skin High Cover Concealer. This is a really good high coverage concealer. I will say if you have super, super dry under eyes like me, just make sure you prep and moisturize adequately because it can be a tad bit drying. But for a high coverage concealer, it's not bad at all. And it's super affordable. I think it's like $7. And they have a pretty decent shade range if I'm remembering correctly. It does dry fast though, so work quickly. I'm just taking my little Morphe M173 brush, one of my favorite brushes for concealer, and I'm just spreading out that product just to get it like roughly where I want it. And then I'll go in with like my fingers or a sponge to really press it in and get rid of any brush strokes or anything like that. I always feel like with makeup, it's kind of like first you do the rough draft, like you just apply the foundation, you apply the concealer, roughly spread it out where you want it, and then you're going to go in for the final revisions and make sure everything is perfect. That is my English major brain tip for you. Oh, Sophie! Why are you attacking my camera? Sweet. I feel like we're looking super perfected, but still natural. So I'm digging it. Love it. Love to see it. For blush, I'm going to go in with this. I believe this is new from Undone Beauty. This is their 4-in-1 color cream. Mega creams plus glow giving coconut extract. So you get 3 blush shades and then a little highlighter down here. This pan is huge. And it feels creamy, a little bit more like waxy than I was expecting, but feels good. I'm excited. The cool thing about this palette is that you could like mix into all of the shades, you could mix into 2 of the shades, you know, you can kind of customize it. Let's focus mainly on this pink, this bright pink shade right here. I'm taking a stippling brush, just tap off a little bit, work it into the bristles. I like to do this with Creme products just to make sure I'm not like going to go in with too much. Start stippling that onto the cheeks. I'm focusing it on the apples of my cheeks because I just feel like for Valentine's Day, it looks so cute and like youthful. If you want something a little bit more snatched, you know, you could pull it back on the cheekbones, but I kind of like how a pink blush looks right here on the apples. It looks so doll-like and just very pretty and feminine. Don't bite that wire. Don't you do it. You've bitten like 2 of my wires. I cannot buy another one. And I like to bring it across the nose too. You don't have to do that if you don't like to, but I think especially it looks cute in February because it's like you would have been outside in the cold and you just came in and you're gonna share a cup of hot cocoa with your boo and you're like blushing. I don't know. I really love this color and this was like super easy to blend. Love it so far. Alright, so what are we gonna do for bronzer? Let's go in with this SheGlam liquid bronzer. This one is like super cool toned, so it's actually a little bit more of like a contour-y shade, like you can see. And it's really pigmented. I feel like for our last look, we went a little bit more like bronzy, summery, so we're just gonna keep it a little bit more light and fresh and just like not bronze too much, just maybe give a little bit of shape with a little bit of a contour. And we're just gonna start dabbing that onto the cheekbones. You can dot this directly onto your skin, but I feel like this dries really fast and it's a little bit hard to blend. So I like to have a little bit more control with my brush. I like to have a little bit more control and I feel like putting it on the brush gives me that control. I'm going to go over that contour with the blush. I'm not adding anything to the brush, I'm just using whatever's left on the brush. Then I'm just going to do a tiny bit around the forehead. I'm just sweeping a little bit, tiniest little bit through the crease. These are nice, but I feel like it's really easy to go overboard, so proceed with caution. Proceed with caution. For highlight, you already know I want a beaming highlight for this look. We're going ethereal, cutesy, pretty, feminine, ultra, glitzy, glammy, you know. So we need a beaming highlight, and ColourPop Flexitarian is the most beaming, beautiful, ethereal highlight I have. So we're gonna go in with her. Oh, I just love the texture. It's so fun to just, I just love it. It's like cold and squishy and it's just like so satisfying. Ooh, we are gonna be glowing, goddesses, glowing. All right, and actually just so we have a little bit of something on the eyelid before we go in with the main character moment, we're gonna rub that Flexitarian all the way across the lid and really like all the way up to the brow too. I want it to really just flow, glow, you know? Sorry, I'm in a really weird mood tonight. I'm so tired, so apologize for that. I don't even know if you can see it on camera, but it just looks like it's glistening and so pretty. I love it. This is fun. So I recently picked up this lip stain from Ulta Beauty. I think I'm gonna go for like the popsicle lip sort of a vibe. And it's actually in the shade Pink Popsicle, so it's perfect. Whoa. It feels like water. But it's super pigmented. So with the popsicle lip, you kind of want to focus most of the pigment like in the center of your lips. And then blend it outward. It dries really quickly and it leaves a really nice stain. Cute, love it. And these are called the Weightless Water Lip Stains from Ulta Beauty. Let's start on the rhinestones, the fun part. So I want something very ethereal, elegant, whimsical. So for that, I'm feeling like the smallest size of these gemstones is going to be most ideal to capture that vibe, that aesthetic. So I got like this little applicator off of Amazon. I think it was only like $5. And it's kind of cool because it sticks to the gemstone. I'll try to get close so you can see, which makes it a lot easier than like trying to grab a little tiny rhinestone with tweezers, which I've totally used tweezers before, but when they're this tiny, sometimes it's hard to, you know, keep them stable. So let's give it a whirl. I'm gonna take my lash glue and I'm just gonna place a little bit on the back. Wait for it to get tacky, like a couple seconds. Then we'll pop it on the eye. Ooh, that's so easy. This is awesome. Alright, so I'm just going to speed through this part. I'm going to focus most of the rhinestones like close to my lashes, but I want them to be a little bit scattered. So let's see how it goes. I'm just going to speed through this and you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I just finished up the eyes, and as you could see, like as I was applying the rhinestones, I actually found it was a little bit easier to apply the glue directly to my eye, my skin, and then press the, like take the little applicator, pop the rhinestone onto it because it does stick to it, and then just pop that onto the glue rather than like trying to get the rhinestone on here and then putting the glue on the little tiny surface area. It was just a little bit more tricky because I was getting glue on this and then this was getting sticky and it was just a little bit harder. So I feel like applying the glue to your skin, letting it sit for like a second or two and then popping on the rhinestone is the way to go. So I really like how this turned out. I think it looks so fun and just like girly but different, and I just love it. I applied a little bit of mascara and I popped on a little bit of a gloss because I wanted the lips to be a little bit more shiny, and then I set my brows with my Milani The Clear Brow Gel. I am going to go in and add a little bit more bronzer. I'm going to take my Flower Beauty Heatwave bronzer and I'm just going to emphasize the cheekbones just a little bit more. I love the natural luminous finish this gives to the skin. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of that bronzer and pop it ever so slightly in my crease as well. Just like slightly above where I placed the rhinestones, but really gently because I don't want to knock them off. Probably should have done this before, but it's fine. And we're going to pinch the brush and just place a little bit under the lashes as well. I want to add just a whisper of powder to the T-zone, so I'm going to take my CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder and just dust her a little bit on the forehead, around the mouth, and a little bit under the cheekbones just to make sure it's nice and blended. And just around the edges of my bronzer too. And then to set the cream blush, you don't have to do this, but just to make it last longer, I'm going to go in with my Ulta Beauty Flushed Blush in the shade Cotton Candy. And I'm just going to take a little bit because this is very pigmented. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I had so much fun creating it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!